Adeshima ma me ma obi bia dwo mo obi bia kwaba ediba Ashanti Prime TV. Enyume no nso kase asemu fo so ya no pahema ko chinchin monten so na ne obesem kroje na afei pesama ka ne me so magi magwa na mba pense mu ede ama na kase yi ensem ma obete ebi wom ene se ya de se ne Ghana man pani ede ensem dodo no atudwa saso na kopie me sekondi a ya de se omro hwe dwane wo so de ensem ni bi atudwa ye ni ensem bi eka ho ena mede ba be som wo e wanyume no nso kase e wa Ashanti Prime TV. Chansa kase o mo bom achi don mede kase ba be som wo e bi ni POG band e ya de se o mo e bom achi dom den o mu dwumo mu die e so mo de band ena edi dwuma ni senti dwuma de bi ena wudi aponto bi ena auto na hu be hia so be hia band wa se na nhwe be afo ni be pie mu e wo ya kache na afi yemboa na dwuma de awudi hu be hia so be hia band no etimi akoyie e de amane ba ni sikasem so de a kuma bi ena yebeje wo sa so ena yade se POG studio so bom achi dom den a ono so wa ba ma wo mo atwe nyum na aka de wan record nyum on pese omo ya nyum hwofo nso omo hu ba bi omo si e de omo enema efa ena enso enhwe ba bi afo ni be pie mu e wo POG studios na yambo na afi woni so ade hu wonyum tum no entimi NCP ensan so emfa ma sa so ena achi media so e bom achi dom den on de o se pese o twesi nipa na o gidin se ne eja ko mu ne wo mo keka ho agidin dia na so be fire forms ya number so san so screen so fa na fa be jos na fa ya bo na so ni so ade hu no e wo sin twam no etimi SCP e de ama e ma remfi se me so a magi magwa me de kase yi ebe som wo ene osomfo ajoa dempo metwa me ho na me ba ya do kase ni mu esikosan ya da me kana bo no ko na chi ya e na otimi epimiye Adeshima ma Jibril na ofe ye pense kasa se ye sha se dia na ye nkosha ase ewo enko bi a omudin ne Ghana Tree Crop Investment Summit ya de se ne omo edi dwumadi echenchenche be a Ghana mampini bo modin kokopie mu one no na ya de so kopie mu no de nsem bi atudwa na de ya konsem e ma ye nuanu ma adwadifo a na anu ada udifo timi koto hye omo so ewo Burkina Faso na ye no nam so mo mutimi ehwe omo nko na Ghana mampani e de ya konsem e ma woni na busua na afi osan so ka e de ka on se ya de se West Africa de oba yen pampon ho nsem ya de a enko yie kura kwa na bra Ghana mampani ne kasa no ensem se bi e na wo ka de fa on.
We live in a dangerous subregion. Recent incident has shown what a threat of instability and insecurity is to our regional integration and trade. As has been tradition over decades, we trade amongst ourselves, and so agricultural products from Ghana are traded into Burkina Faso, and agricultural products from Burkina Faso, Niger, onions, tomatoes are traded into Ghana. Recently, some traders from Ghana went to Burkina Faso to buy tomatoes, and they were ambushed in a village where they were transacting, and armed insurgents, terrorists, armed groups attacked, and unfortunately we lost a number of our compatriots. Happily, there are few survivors, and so the Ghana army is arranging to medevac them from Burkina Faso, so that those who are injured will continue to receive treatment here in Ghana. And so, on behalf of government,
na Ghana mampani ekasawe na so ensem kwanu amu e no san so de to aso no se ma meka nhye me to mi akuani o na nsen akoko akuafo ani koko wonsem ba be de dwa wo mai mu obi e ka ne open ma meka nhye me to me koko fu a me so me ye pa enti se enema bi banasa ankoye ama akuafo me mi gina he ya de se me so ebi e ka me no so sei e na Ghana mampani e ka de fa
planted cocoa on the 50 acres. So I'm a cocoa farmer. And so when the price was reduced by government, it affects me too. I want to be able to empathize with farmers so that when we take any policy decision, we know that it has an effect on farmers and we feel it ourselves. If there's no fertilizer, if the price of fertilizer is expensive, I feel it myself because I also buy fertilizer. I recently acquired another 100 acres of land. And
we so any nsem Ghana man penny edit to fa koko akuafo ni koko nsem wan say e ba be de dwa e wo man na e won nsem kro no mu na ne koko board for omo de krata tenten ababonten a omo e kire se ya de so omo so fi na kwei e fi busum ya e wo mu ya nkopia afi na wie ye de omo akatua omo atete so se hu ene e fi soro e besi form ene o fa e bi ti se management a omo wo soro besi form a ya de so omo akatua na ya te so e ye 20% ene e de ba besi senior staff so almost so yate so 10% we ya dia e free cocoa board nchen a omode ba na omode kire se ya de se cocoa akuafo nsen aba ma omon so ene omusika sem so akofo nka ko mu ye be na aboa ama omon so adwuma atimi akoso wo mu ne ma atimi akofo we so ne nsem wa ne e free cocoa board wo mu akache e de aba afa yensan so to akasa se to so de a na ye nto aso na ye nkopie mu ewo eye central region ho ene ya de se NDC wo national chairman eye honorable Johnson na se dunketi obo modi akoko pie bra na onam ne thank you to mu ne ho ene ya de se odi nsem bi ekoto udwa okro bi ani din ani twifati wokwa na wo kire se ombo modi an se okro ye odo ene nkamo betimi agina se ne be ya 2020 aba abatu ayakwa akoto ye betimi edi nkunim ewo mu na afi so omo sanso fa hwe mutin se omo da age a omo se no bra na ye to aba ewa 2024 na ya se Ghana man pani ene NDC omba omba omo bre enye kwa
ade ye ni problem bia efri se o kai ni pa no kan a NDC for do so chei party foforo bia na dabia ye bedi mpuguo no na chese efri ya ne NDC for no menteme wonse ebeto yi ntamu a na efansi we be kodia ene emfa ha we be ye we dia ene emfa ha enunti ye besremo enkabo mu a mode ko 2024 elections na mutimidi nkunim no mo ba mode na mo nto aso na ebasa ye ni nkugu ewo twifo atimokwa constituency na nti me ba se me ba bedamose mo ya de na nanom ye ba bia mo bompa ye maye o branch for na mo nanti enkura na se every ballot boxes enye bibibia mo na mutimi gina ho fi mo ni hwe elaka no a obi antimi awia results no mo so ye damase pa de tell se abatoi eba 2024 yi enkunimdi eba no yewu bida ewo Ghana ya bakosemu na de obi aka ne se party mpanimfo ya abai wo ma ya ade pa yeso yetra ho ehwa yena nkasa yentu abanu bi wo party headquarters ho enti kunimdi a aba ya je ho fancy wo enkran no branches no moduma mo ye ana ya je ho fan odina wa se yetra ho sa enyeyi asese yetimeba na mo so ye de mo na e de bremo
Abusia ye to akase nso we ene nsem a honorable Asidu nketi akoko PM e watwifati makobra onam ne thank you to mu ode ekokoto udwa ye to aso na mamenka we se kase be yoda aboafo bi na omo asomas na me de kase ne e ba beso aboafo ni bi ni POG band e ya de se omo e bom machi dom den POG studio se na afi so achi media aboafo ni bom machi modin a me de kase e beso na afi yensa so ento akase sa se ye to aso a na ye nkoto aso e wodom kuma na no ne ye honorable afenwoma kensene odin sembi atudwa wobra one eye test confo enye nhemde na oka hwom so hey wi ase wo mrenso ya na enso ye ade bebesi bia ya na wanya abotem tie se me ka brama bra pa na ma bedum pempen so ya ya de se nka mo njindi enti se wo ha na se wo party mu ana se wo di dwuma bi na se wo mrenso ye ni e ma odi bebi se dia na wanya abotem na aka akoma e de ato ye san se wo mrenso ye na enso ne bra afenwoma kense kasa ne sei e na odi tudwa
this where I wake up at 5 a.m. I will start at TV3. From TV3, move to GBC. GBC to Adom. And then come to Parliament. In the afternoon, go to Asempa. In the evening, go back to Adom. They had this late night program. Pampaso or something. Pampaso. Then go to Minority Caucus. Eventually, when the party came to power, where they made it me deputy ministers, Medini, ministerial mania, in parliament, committee, we are parliamentarian, now we are minister, committee now was what did you kakra, what I say? Committee, first timers, no more your vice chair, Obiaba for Fryer and the chair, media Bob no rank. No, me can't at the Ashamun crying. Say, we are winning the Albania. What I say? It's important in this politics. Think about tomorrow. And yes, I'll best say idea. Look at me, 4 years in opposition. Ya Juma, ya Bapa, and winning by a TZ Power. Winning by sitting there, a cabinet minister. And now, Intino, ya co-winning by local politics, and this is for no. Oh. More Alexa, no, woman post, Charlie. Your check post one man. Then people will be heartbroken. But I said, relax. Let's explain there is always a tomorrow. So please, all things shall align. That is true. So I just want you guys to know that if yesterday you work so hard, when your position be yankasa on who di ye kosi say, who party any? Won't mean kasa wo ma dia say wombre beso kufo oko election olusi here when this second when the third and so the next time we'll try and why then we win it akufo ado oko election internal olusi here and breaking it down osan be mu wenya intino mesre ade na ye no se ensroma na mpie ma wo a embo nyame sombo. And dear, sometimes you know, or therefore.
Way and then someone don't come on now any honorable of your mark and said it to your brow and it has come Ghana and yan shame the way so a year for 2 7 and come in as I will try a dear Binas on some kind and when you would say something upon there or funny bois a year now on Tony international yet was one young Cotuaca so it was second year home and a year there's an Russia journey or a bomb of the Aquacoya ye a day ama Ocopium or Zongua. I also be a bomb of the Aquacoya ye a dear bomb and your sons of this Capudopa accounts almost one dinner film finding Mujuma or my Arisabia on some way on a bra. Honorable a yenya make a casan say and on so the tuja.
Equipment is that we value the health of the Sekendi people. Sekendi has been overlooked for quite a long time. We've never had a hospital. The only hospital that we have, which is attributed to Sekendi, is a regional one. That means it's for the whole region. Sekendi has never ever had its own hospital. And therefore, I decided that in my own, with my constituency executive during the election, that we ought to make sure that we have available quality health facilities within the constituency. And therefore, we started with the Zongo clinic, which lacked the facilities. And so we decided that we have to supply them with the needed equipment to service their community, 2 delivery beds, nebulizer, and then the infusion stand, the oxygen, portable oxygen tanks, ultrasound scanners, a lot of them, and other ones. The cost is about within the countries. And therefore, we started with the Zongo clinic, which lacked the facilities. And so we decided that we have to supply them with the needed equipment to service their community, 2 delivery beds, nebulizer, and then the infusion stand, the oxygen, portable oxygen tanks, ultrasound scanners, a lot of them, and other ones. The cost is about 600,000 Ghana cedis, which is 6 billion old Ghana cedis. I have sacrificed. The Sekendi people sacrificed by voting for me. I have sacrificed by giving them the needed and modern equipment. I am expecting them to also deliver good services to the people of Sekendi in return.
We so any aye dia sekondi mrahye bedwani ekokobo modin akoye momo na so we eye ni kasem ne sanso eye enigise na se yeto akase so a na ye nkotoa so ewo yankasa ye trade minister ye maame eye Elizabeth Ofosu ajare yade se ne ode nsem bi atudwa efa eye Commander Sugar Factory no na no wo kire se yade se omo chide wo papa ni de enti ama na nsen omo ntimi endi dwuma bre yade se okopiem o makachi a ene omo de kan yanka ene ma bebre omo fidi omo didi dwuma yade se ni na ho atechema enu nam so mene omo ntimi endi dwuma nta yade se aban no emma be ko ma na bra eye Madam Elizabeth Kasan say ene odi tudwa
the factory from running at full capacity. The machinery and equipment of the factory have not been refurbished since construction in 2016. Equipment, generators, and motors need maintenance, and boiler top hull needs replacement to bring the factory back to life. Moreover, the factory has been disconnected from the national grid by Electricity Company of Ghana and water supply by Ghana Water Company Limited due to unpaid bills. Added to the poor state of the equipment, the facility has accumulated significant debts. Further, operationalization of the factory has also been hindered by lack of raw materials. The farming community, which was expected to anchor the raw material supply, remains disengaged due to lack of institutional support and unclear procurement channels. The ministry has prioritized the engagement of a transactional advisor to package the factory and secure a strategic investor to operationalize the factory and farms in the 2026 budget.
We so ene nsem wa ye Maami Elizabeth di tudwa efa eye sekondi factory no ho we ni nsem enu so efi na kache e ba busu en to akasan sai to so dia sei na be kana sai ntem wo na yare se betudwa so kopiem e Northern Northern Business School e twanitia e kan no bi school e yade se ejahye bia ma no ho so ma mo fro ho de omo ere ahuye na na ade se ne mrahye bidwane o abomodin akwa mu na ne ene mattress ne sika ne me gbama adesua timi koso de obomodin adi bia akwa mu ma wo se emofa ndi we na afi omo fan bo omo adesua
and also to support in other ways. And so we have about 100 student mattresses that will also be donating to the school to support. I will also provide some amount of money that I want to be used to procure gari and sugar for the students. I've also received an appeal from the headmaster that they may need to gravel this place. As for that, I said I'll take it to the office and consider and come back.
We ene nsem mrahye bedwane ni so edi ko tudwa obra kokopiem e wono bisko na wie no so ya de say headmaster no so e ho de nsem bi tudwa ya bra na oda o mo ase ne bra oda o mo ase no say ene o canify.
And the Gombe say that now when you come back, wallahi wuha ayam passion. I think it is for that we are gathered here. We got our leg broken. We got a dormitory consumed by fire. Out of the lot of sympathizing visitors, we got the Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister, MP for Tamale North, in the person of Honorable Al-Hassan Suhini, coming around and not only sympathizing, but making a pledge that we ordinarily thought was going to take too long to be fulfilled. The promise was that he would come in by God's grace to rehabilitate a structure that originally could not be used as a temporary measure to accommodate the over 900 displaced female students. Ladies and gentlemen, without wanting to bore you with long speech, the Honorable promised, acted, and by God's grace, completed.
We so any nsem wa headmaster odini dwuma wo no bisco na anu ada ja hihye ma na ho ni so woni sukum na enne enma hye ne o abomode akwakoye o mo aye na otene kan na o kasa na busua ye begira we so na afa ye twa ye ho ne ba ya beto akase ne so e wa ma hodo so nsemu Abusia san so jebre na yento akasen so e wa mahodo so nse na se hya ase dia na yankwohya ase e wo man bia nidin ene Malawi e yade se ne omo ni Tanzania omo aka bo ene omo de chirodia atwetwe ne ma wo krata so a omo aka bo na fa mo chese omo beboa ama wo mo nkofo na se timemfo ho so ne omo di dwa no omo edwadie ho nsem no atimi akoso
at $2,000 or less by reducing paperwork, taxes and border delays. Officials say the simplified trade regime agreement is expected to boost formal trade, strengthen economic ties, and lower costs for thousands of small-scale traders. With Malawi facing severe foreign currency shortages, the deal will potentially improve the availability and pricing of essential goods.
There are a total of 61 goods that have been established in the STR agreement, something that will simplify the trade between traders who do business between the two border posts.
Cross-border traders, especially women and the youth, will now be able to export or sell their items into Tanzania easily than they were doing hitherto.
For thousands of traders, especially women who dominate informal cross-border business, the new arrangement could translate into lower costs, fewer delays, and improved profits. But as expectations rise,
Abusia we so ene nsem wa efi Malawi omo ne Tanzania omo nchen ede aba afi yensan so nto so e ya ade say Israel for asan so akwakoto ahye Gaza man so ne e bo pai omo abo omo eno nam so e ma bofra bi aye wo no afi ene wanya nano maako dunum na ne papa e kan eno nam so ma papa etimi ahwe ne kwano so ya ade a e ya ra ho sempa etimi akoso e Ghana Gaza man mu
ما سمعتش منها خلونا نتحسر عليها خلونا نتحسر على ايام
الناس لا تأمن على أنفسها في خيامها الذي ضحت بكل ما تملك في سبيل أن تصل إلى هذه الخيمة. حتى هم في الخيام لا يملكون الأمن والأمان.
We so any area wo sem wa timi akoso e o Gaza mabusia mejina we so na afa me de kase no nyina e de esia na hye nsesa kase a me de besume na ya de se Ghana mampani na ne ho nsem dodo na e di akotene e wom san so e na secondary o so no ahye bedwani o so e de nsem ni bi etodwa na ono so bomode ase ono so e di akotene e wo kase mu afa so yan se oni ya wotena fidie achi na afa otinchima fidie no e de ma me ene yan kase e producer achem e ya de so ono na gina etena fidie achi na ne otinchim e de ma me san so e na wo mo mbo machi dom Mama de kase so ebe som wo eni aboafo ye POG band POG studios na ya de say Achim media omo ene bom machi don dendende a me de kase eba be so me so ameji me agua na fei mititu kase isre ena basa ede ma wo eni osomfo ajoa dempo me sorry na fei da hofro ye de kase na sanso ato aso bim ede ama makra mo bye bye.